So you guys have been adventuring in the land of Toivoa, specifically up here in the country of Shu, where you guys are looking for evidence to support or reject the existence of the gods. You have decided to do so after visiting the capital of Shu in Asatoro and talking to a woman named Sokotai. She sent you to this reliquary where you guys fought a number of the Josozai assassins. You have been currently exploring a cave complex beyond the man-made structures as you venture deeper into the depths of the reliquary. You've just come around the corner, and we need to go ahead and roll for initiative, as there are 2 rounds left on a specific spell.
That would be Spirit Guardians.
Indeed. So, let's target your tokens and let's roll for initiative. I'm going to pull Jerry up as well, just so that we have...
We know what... Do we know what these creatures are? I thought we rolled on that, did we?
You did roll on them, and no one had recognized them.
Okay.
Except you also did tell us what they were, but not you.
Yes.
Is my initiative going to show up here? There we go.
Yeah, D&D Beyond has been slow as of late.
I had to refresh. Then it started working.
Gerald has an 11. And I get a whopping 7.
Are we missing someone? We're missing...
Gerald is not here.
Oh, okay.
But Sweet August Rose did not target her token or roll for initiative yet.
Sorry, I was AFK for a second. I rolled a 1.
A 1.
Yep.
Awesome. That's easy because you will be going last.
Which is a shame, because I could probably be the most helpful against these things.
I don't know. Jerry's pretty helpful. So, Gerald the Redeemer will start his turn, and need to make sure he is not within 30 feet, so he will move 30 feet forward.
Oh, crap.
Aw, crap?
Yeah, I didn't realize how low I was on everything.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks now, 3 weeks since you guys played
Been a long
these
dungeon.
characters. Mm-hmm. Long dungeon. He gets up to there, and I'm going to say that he dodges from where he's at. So that will put it at Amer Shestina's turn.
I will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll go right behind Jerry. And I will also dodge.
Okay. It is their turn. The basilisks are going to move forward to here, into there, and we will be attacking Gerald once and twice. With a 24, Gerald is going to get hit unless he's got a reaction here.
Yes.
Oh, I'll take it. I'll use my reaction to silvery barbs it.
Okay.
My whole character.
Silvery Barbs results in an 11. Who are you giving your bonus to?
I'll give it to Gerard, so he can take an opportunity attack or a reaction attack with advantage.
All right. Stepping around the corner, holding the leashes to the two basilisks, comes a figure like that.
Great.
All right. So, that person gets to there, and he's just going to stand there at the moment, looking imposing. So, we move on to Echo Rex. What would you like to do, Echo?
Can they make a DC 18 with saves or take 22 radiant?
Yeah. The basilisks are 1 and 2, and the third individual.
Nice.
And it's
So,
how much radiant? 22. Got it.
22, 11 on a successful save. And if you want to make Jerry take his attack, he can.
Okay. And Gerald will swing. His scimitar speed. An 18 will hit, and that's going to deal 10 damage. All right. And this person up here did save, so they will take 5 damage as they are resistant radiant. All right. Echo Rex.
Echo's going to use the Staff of Charming, and he's going to cast command for this person back here to flee.
Ooh, interesting.
It's 15,
Yeah.
which is
Wisdom
doable. Yeah.
Whoa. Nice.
They do have magic resistance, so that's a 21.
Nice.
Silvery Barbs.
Okay. Silver Barbs, you will 21 or 17. So 17.
Yeah, 17 will pass. Yep.
All right.
Let's see, and then bonus action, Dragon's Breath on myself.
All right.
Oh, hold on, let me look at something. And Cecilia.
Cool.
I'm
I'll
going
cast it.
to. Yep, and I'm done.
All right. From there, we go to Cecilia Credence.
Can you link Dragon's Breath? Because I don't know what it does.
Yep, hold on. I hit the
Yeah,
wrong
no
button. You don't have to use it. It was my last spell slot, so I wanted to get the most out of it.
That makes sense. Is this fire? What type of damage is it?
Yeah, it'd be fire.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'm concentrating. Man, it has been a minute since I played this character. Okay. Good. Who are you? Yeah, I'm gonna twin a guiding bolt off of a scroll. I don't have the spell prepared, so I have to go find it. I would make 2 normal, just spell attacks. For that, I'm targeting the 2 basilisks. It's my action.
Okay.
Make a spell attack. The chill touch is the same spell attack, so plus 10. 16.
That one will hit. Yep.
The second one will be a 22.
That will also hit. You're hitting 1 each.
Yep, and that'll be 46 radiant each. So that's 12 and then 17. Radiant. Advantage on the next attack. as a bonus action, I will whirl my little blade 20 feet, so it'll get up there. I'm gonna move out of the way because this looks like it's gonna suck. So,
Okay.
that will be my turn.
Miss August Rose.
No, I can't. That would be metagamey. I don't think we rolled nature checks to see what these things are, because I'm not seeing them in the log.
Yep. Would you like to roll that?
I would certainly like to try.
It's a DC 16.
I mean, that's a 25% chance.
Sure.
Oh, hey.
Nice.
Okay. That didn't come through to me for some reason. That's weird.
Oh, I
Yeah,
read it on
geez.
the D&D. I think it's an 18.
Yeah, I rolled a
Okay.
17 plus 1, but I don't know why it's not appearing on.
You may need to refresh. Are you using the same browser for both the virtual tabletop and D&D Beyond?
I am. So I'm gonna just refresh both and see.
Sure.
But yeah, I rolled a 17 plus
Cool.
1.
There's what the creature is.
It's a basilisk. Okay, so the important thing is I know it can turn people to stone. By looking at them. Sweet August Rose is gonna shout out a warning to Gerald and Aimer. Don't look at their eyes, and she is going to cast darkness on this angel person.
Okay. And how
It-
big is the darkness?
It's a 15-foot radius.
15-foot
Big.
radius.
So it's
Awesome.
like from this corner straight down. So yeah,
Got
unfortunately, Gerald and Aimer can't see the monsters either because they're shrouded in darkness. So it's just everyone has disadvantage, really. But better than.
Oh, do you want it like so, or do you want it lower on top of Gerald?
I want it like covering the monsters, but Gerald is just looking at a wall of inky darkness.
Yep. All right. Cool.
But yeah, so she's just gonna yell out that warning. They're basilisks. Don't look them in the eyes. They'll turn you to stone. And that was her action.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see if I remember. It's been so long since I played. I don't know what are these abilities. I don't know what's going on.
Like having a new character all over again.
Yeah.
It is an action, but with key field strikes, you can still make a weapon
Yeah,
attack. which is a bonus action.
A martial arts attack. Yeah. I will then approach. That's 4 feet. Easily within my range. And I'm gonna bop that one right in the schnoz because
Okay.
I can still see him.
You have double sight.
I do have double sight. Yes.
Nice.
It is
so-
at advantage.
Oh right, because it can't see me. That is correct. Yes.
Well, due to the
Mhm.
guiding bolt, but also. because
Also
it can't
that.
see.
Yes.
All right. An 18 will hit. Getting 5 bludgeoning damage.
Yay.
All right. Anything else?
That's my turn.
Okay.
Don't cast a spell.
Um,
Don't cast a spell.
Then we go to Gerald. Gerald is going to attack this one. Or actually, he would attack the one directly in front of him with advantage and disadvantage. So straight rolls, because he can't see it and it can't see him. So 1, 2, 3. All right, he's going to hit on all of those, so he's going to deal 43 damage. He flexes. I don't understand what you mean. Why do I need to close my eyes? They can't see me if I can't see them.
They can't see me if they're dead.
Bing.
All right, and Mr. Aimer.
I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna attack this one.
Okay.
Now, is Guiding Bolt disadvantage for the next attack, or is it like until your next turn?
It's only for the one attack.
Yeah,
Alright.
so it's been used. It's been used.
But he's effectively blind, so he can't see you and you can't see him, so it's straight rolls.
Then let's see what happens here. 16 hit.
That does hit.
Oh,
Yeah, to be fair, it is a very big fat lizard, so and we're in a narrow tunnel.
There's also
25. So that's 32 necrotic damage.
That hurts.
And then I decide my bonus action. I'll make my secondary attack.
Okay.
That does not hit.
No, it does not. All right. Then we go to my turn. Oh, goodness. We are going to attempt to shove Sweet August Rose using a Basilisk. Miss Rose, need you to roll an acrobatics or athletics. Got to be a 21. You are shoved backwards as the basilisk moves into your space.
She's not very big.
Okay. This other basilisk is going to simply attack one of the two people in front of it. 1d2. Oh, 1d2, not 1d23. All right, Mr. Aimer, you are bitten at with disadvantage. A 20 to hit you.
20 will still hit me.
All right, you're going to take a total of 16 damage. 12 of it's piercing, 4 of it's poison.
I'll use my reaction to dodge that.
All right, down to 8 damage.
Luckily, it didn't crit.
Yeah.
And then you will hear a spell being cast. You cannot see the spell being cast, however.
It's an angel.
And a basilisk will be healed for 14 damage.
What tongue was the spell in?
Celestial.
Of course.
Which means everyone understands it, even if you can't speak it.
Oh, is that how that works? Huh.
Yeah.
Here it does.
If you go back
Okay.
to old school D&D, Celestial can be understood by everyone. That's why angels never speak your language. It's just you understand them. But not everyone can speak it.
You know,
Interesting.
So the voice of God is really, really cool.
18 would save or 11 radiant.
Okay.
Or whoever's in it. I can't see, but I'm
Yeah.
assuming that we're just continuing.
Yep. Then this will be the last round of the aura.
Yep.
All right. So got it. And I just need to reach back here and give this guy 2 damage. All right. And then we go to Echo Rex.
Okay. Echo's going to move to. Oh, he can't. He's not going to be able to do that. Alright, so he's going to move just 10 feet. He's too far away. And she'll touch this one right here.
Okay. And that one will get hit for 10 necrotic damage. And he cannot be here.
Yep, and I'm
Um,
done.
Were
Yep.
you within line of sight and range?
Yep.
At the start of your turn? So I do.
Oh
need
no,
a
I wasn't in
visible-
line of sight at the
No?
beginning of the turn.
Okay.
Yep.
Then you're fine. All right, Miss Credence.
Oh yes. That is
Let's
me.
see here. Yep,
Oh,
you
no.
did not see it until you just took that step.
Dos. Oh, it's gross. I can see a pinky. I know something's in there. I'm gonna go ahead and also chill touch because Echo's got good ideas. 16 for 12 necrotic.
Okay. Got it.
And then I will whirl this blade around somewhere. I'll just stick it 20 feet. So that black shadow of the scythe that just spins silently just disappears into the darkness somewhere. Attacks that creature.
Okay.
Straight roll, I guess.
No, it would be with disadvantage in there. Oh no, you're
Oh,
right. It would be straight roll. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know how spiritual weapon or like melee. It's a melee spell attack, so I didn't know if
Yeah.
I played by different rules. 17%.
Okay. And you're hitting at the creature behind,
Uh,
or this
the-
one here. Gotcha.
The same
Okay.
one I targeted.
Cool. All right.
There's a little whirly scythe down there somewhere. And I heard what Sweet August Rose said, and so I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
That's it.
Then becomes Sweet August Rose's turn.
Yeah, the
Any-
tunnel we're in is even outside of my darkness is pitch black, if I remember correctly, right?
Correct.
All right, so I'm going to shadow step.
Before you do, I need you to make that wisdom saving throw. Got to be a 12. You do have +5 to it because you're standing next to Gerald.
Okay.
Got to be a 12. You're good. Oh,
She- Okay, so yeah, she frowns when she feels her skin tingle when it looks at her, and she right here. Okay. She is going to. She takes a step, and she's going to appear. I believe this spot right here is open.
Could be.
Oh, because I can see in the darkness.
Yep.
So I am. She's. It's risky, but I am going to knock out, or I'm going to attack this one with advantage.
Okay.
And it's just an attack action. I can't use my bonus action.
Sure.
It's one stepped. So just 2 longsword attacks.
All right.
Nice.
Those are with advantage. So, yep. You'll critically strike on the first one, and you'll miss on the second. All right. So we've got 12 plus 4 is 16. 16 damage because it's one-handed, correct?
No, it's two-handed.
It's two-handed? Okay.
Yeah.
So instead it would be 19 damage, which leaves it with 1 hit point.
Of course. and that is my action.
Okay. Then we go to Gerald the Redeemer, who is within line of sight to need to make a wisdom saving throw. So with wisdom saving throw, he needs to beat a 12. Gerald the Redeemer cannot fail. He doesn't give a crap. So he's going to use a scimitar of speed on the one he can see. And that will be 1, 2, 3. And he will hit. And hit again. And he shall hit upon hit a 3rd time. So that will be 39 damage. Alright. Aimer Shestina. Need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Gotta beat a DC 12. You have +5 because you're staying next to Gerald.
Nice.
The one I rolled, I'm feeling tingly.
Yeah. Let me read the text because I think you instantly.
He gets a he. It's
Yeah.
gonna start this turn.
You're
next turn-
restrained. Yep.
Yeah, next turn he has to make another save.
Yeah, there's a empowered basilisk that I run sometimes that if they fail by 5 or more, it's instant. But no, this is the lower quality one. So you are restrained. You cannot move as your muscles begin to lock up.
Man, you're getting shit on by a low quality basilisk right now.
Apparently. I'm just gonna keep hitting this.
Okay.
Level 3's apparently enough to beat my ass.
We're level 6.
All right, you will hit it. Can you deal 1 damage?
Yes.
Okay, it dies.
Well, let's see. I can't move. Well, bonus actions involve moving. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I don't think hiding's gonna help me here. So, hold on. That is my turn.
All right. I need you to repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn. If you fail this one, you'll be petrified.
Woohoo!
You have +5 from Gerald.
Oh no.
So
I was one off.
with an 11, you are now petrified.
Oh god.
Oh my
just
god.
Take my DM inspiration, please. God, please just roll better. Reroll it. We're level 7. We can't get you unpetrified. Okay, thank God. Like, there's nothing to unpetrify you here.
All
Yeah,
right.
we'd have to haul your ass out of this dungeon. once
And
we-
I'm not hauling Amir fucking anywhere. I need you alive. Jesus. This is Madison speaking.
Wow, you still almost. Well, actually, no. +5, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just rolled real bad twice in a row. You can't do much with
Yeah.
like a 1 and a 5.
Yeah.
Man.
Gerald is attacked by a basilisk once. And that'll hit him.
That hits him? Whoa.
Does he have a spell he can use on this?
I'm not sure how much of he
Yeah,
still has left over.
If he has
from the last
level
fight.
1 spell slots, he'd have shield.
He's probably
He
fine.
does have shield. We will go ahead and cast shield. All right. That's going to take up his last slot. So that prevents it from hitting him. And then up here, we are going to swing a mace at a small little girl with disadvantage.
Oh, wait,
Whack.
yeah,
12 will miss you,
That does miss.
and a 15.
That also misses.
Okay.
Look at that. That roll on that radiant damage was really good for you. Holy shit.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it didn't hit, so oh well. All right. So we then go to Echo Rex. And yes, you were technically flanked but not threatened because the basilisk can't see you to threaten you.
Yep.
Oh, that's not good.
All right, Echo Rex. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw. You roll a 9. You begin to
Oh my
get
God.
petrified.
Just look at the ground.
Just stop. Ugh. I love it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast Chill Touch.
Okay. You will hit it for 5 damage.
All right, and yep, I'm done.
All right. At the end of your turn, you should roll a wisdom saving throw. Got to be the DC 12 or be petrified. You end the effect. All right.
What is it?
Cecilia
Why do you guys have?
Green.
Why do you guys have +1?
Yeah.
I'm a rogue! What do you want from me?
+1. 1. Oh, this thing still has a ton of HP. 2. I call that blade, wherever it is, to swirl and whirl. To here? Oh wow. I'm going to go ahead and spiritual weapon at advantage.
Okay.
28 for 7. Cannot roll high on that one.
Got it.
And I didn't get a look at this angel, but I mean I did, but not like a good look, I guess. Can you give me a color theme?
It's odd. It's not a color theme you've ever seen. It is white on white.
Oh, God, I bet that looks dope as hell. Okay. I'm not in character at all today,
Yeah.
but we'll get there. White on white, that's cool. I'm gonna try and blast this basilisk.
Okay.
I'm gonna twin a guiding bolt at. I'm gonna twin a guiding bolt at 4th level. One for each of the friends over here. So this guy, this guy. I'm assuming nothing goes up except the amount of damage. So I'm just gonna roll my plus 10. This one is flat. This one is flat as well. Correct. 'Cause they
This
can't
one,
see me.
correct. This one can see you.
So it's flat.
Right.
Like just normal attack roll. Okay. 1. And then 2. Cool.
Okay.
Top down, left to right. So
Yep.
28 and 17.
All right. Got it. So.
And I believe it's 76.
Wow. Okay.
76. And then roll 76. So
76.
35.
Yeah, that's very good.
And you have advantage on the attacks.
What spell was that?
Guiding bolt, a 1st level
Oh.
spell. I just twinned
Okay.
it.
Ah,
The top guy will only take 12 damage.
I hear you. Sounds good. But does the effect stick?
Yes.
Great. I love it. Twin.
He's not immune. Immune would prevent the effect from sticking.
Cool. And I feel tingly, but not in a great way. Echo. Without your eyes. And I'll duck back up behind the rock.
All right. Miss Rose.
going
What's
to-
really fun about this, Miss Rose, is you can see its eyes.
What, the basilisk or the angel?
The basilisk's eyes.
Yes.
It
I
doesn't
can.
have to see you. I don't believe. Let me read.
I think it
Let me make
does.
sure.
Petrified gaze.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
no,
two-
the two of them have to see each other. Yep,
each
go
other,
ahead.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
the CD.
All good.
I am going to. You know what?
Mhm.
I trust Gerald. I don't think that basilisk is going to live through Gerald. So I am going to flurry of blows the angel.
Okay.
So I'm. This is kind of metagamey, but do I have advantage on this? Can it see through this darkness?
You do not have. You do have advantage. I'm sorry. You do have advantage on the attacks.
Okay. So this is the two
This
sword
guy
attacks.
does not have special vision.
Okay. And
Hey.
the two unarmed attacks.
Okay, so wow. All the last hit will not hit. The first 3 will.
Okay. So yeah, she's two-handing the long sword, so that's
Yep.
24,
24,
and then
9, 33, 40. Got it.
and I will make it take. It has to roll. I'm doing a stunning strike with my last key point.
Okay. It's Constitution saving throw.
15, I believe.
Is it 20?
Oh. Yeah, it passes. If it's
Yep.
20, yeah.
All right.
And that's
Anything else?
That's my turn.
Okay. Gerald the Redeemer's turn. He's going to swing that sword. The scimitar speed. 1, 2, 3. All right. And so that's going to be 13 plus 18 is 31, 31, 46 damage. That will kill the basilisk. All right. And Gerald is going to step up to the streets. All right. Then we go to Aimer. Aimer, you're no longer feeling tingly. What would you like to do?
Aimer is going to try to move around through darkness here. Let's see what's fun.
Just open your third eye, man.
Apparently, Aimer only has 2 though. I'm gonna skedaddle behind said angel. I'm pretty sure I can do that.
Just feeling her up on the way around. I'm like, oh,
A
sorry.
little bit. I'm just gonna be like, you can't see me waving my hands around, because I'm fumbling through the darkness.
I'm looking for a flanking position.
Yeah, I'm looking for a flanking
You feel
position.
flanked right now?
And then I'm going to hit it with my scimitar, or attempts to. It's a 19 hit.
19 does hit.
If you're attacking blind, sorry, I think you have disadvantage.
I'm also flanked.
Advantage. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So the balance themselves out is flat. So it'll be
nice.
22 necrotic plus 30 necrotic damage.
All right. So it will
That'll
take
be-
15 damage.
And that'll be my turn.
Cool. All right. Then it's their turn. Oh, goodness. They don't like this darkness area. Yeah, fun. We're going to go ahead and in the darkness.
I attack the darkness.
We're going to move that to the front. And let me do this real quick. Awesome. Okay. That happens. Cool. All right. Echo Rex, what would you like to do?
Yes, I'm going to activate invisibility.
Okay. You turn invisible.
I'm going to move to here. And I don't have a good bonus action. Yeah, so I'm done.
We go to Cecilia.
Bow. I cannot see anything. My friends are in there. My
can
friend
hear-
is in there.
You can hear the noises of battle, like ding, bing, swords hitting armor or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, okay, let me this. Super. I'm just gonna keep. Let me just make sure that I don't have to be able to see. That Alan can use that reaction. Okay, great, super. Cecilia is going to command the darkness around the magical darkness, and you're going to essentially see it. Well, I guess Sweet August Rose is going to see it compress down further. So just from the height, the darkness just gets a lot heavier and more necrotic. And so I don't have to see for Wither and Bloom. It's just each creature of my choice within an area. And so as long as it's a point within range, I can cast Wither and Bloom. I'll target the angel. And then I will target Sweet August Rose with
What
the...
point in range are you targeting?
Just in the center. Just in here.
Okay. Are you in the center? Okay, cool. All good. Thank you.
Yeah, so I push that down, and they have to make a con save or take necrotic damage.
They would if they were in there.
They're not in here? Great.
They are not in there.
Not in here?
They're
Gotcha.
not in there.
Not in here?
Nope,
Eric, I'm just one more time. They're not near.
they're not in there.
What about here?
No,
I think it teleported.
nope.
Super. I heard the sounds of battle. Okay, fine.
You did not hear any teleportation. No one did any subtle spells.
Who is the closest thing? Who's the most angelic out of the people in there?
Technically, the blonde one.
Who's the blonde one?
How
Yeah,
am I? How is?
He's the most
Eric.
angelic or celestial?
Yeah, I'm saying like.
No, that would either be Gerald. I guess it'd probably be Gerald, just because of divine connection.
Yeah, I think out of character I know what Gerald is, but in character I don't know what Gerald is. So Gerald's gonna take 2d6 necrotic damage if he fails a con save.
Well, Gerald failing your con save. Yeah, like that's gonna freaking happen.
My DC is pretty high. Come on.
He has like a plus like 16 to his con save.
Nah,
Okay, yeah, he takes 3 damage.
You showed him.
Oh,
Yeah. Sorry about it, guy. And I think I got him. They're down. And that's gonna be the end of it. I guess I'll swing the blade in there and just attack that square. There's
Okay.
nobody there, I'm assuming.
nobody's there.
I'll drop the darkness.
Are you dropping darkness?
Yeah, I'll drop it. I don't have to. I'm
like,
gonna
good job, Cecilia. You're really showing the ground who's boss.
Oh, fucking. Where'd they go?
Did I see what it did on my? Because I could see what was happening.
Let me see if you did. Can I get an insight check, please?
Your thing. I have a good wisdom save.
Let's see. That would be versus a 23. So no, you did not see what happened.
Well, I can see 2 aimers, so
You can?
yeah,
Great.
I can see him over there.
That's 2 aimers.
Yep.
Wonder Twin Powers, activate!
This guy starts doing the fusion dance from Dragon Ball Z.
Considering I saw this aimer move up behind it, I'm feeling fairly confident.
Are you sure that's the aimer?
I feel like this is the aimer that we have to attack.
I couldn't tell you. They both look exactly like I remember them. Aimers
So
is my nightmare.
she's gonna yell out that it transformed into aimer, and she's gonna run up here. All the fact.
Give him a smack. Just give him a
Would
smack.
you like to take an opportunity attack on Sweet August Rose?
No, I think I'll...
Just trip her.
yes.
That's happened before, though, right? Somebody else actually imitated Amor.
Yeah. Aimer has been imitated several times.
And also intimidated. And
Oh,
initiated upon.
I am out of keys, so this is just gonna be a normal attack.
Okay.
No advantage either. Oof, I do not like that.
That will hit, though. As will that. That one will not. Alright, getting 7 damage.
17.
It could have been something special.
Are you trying
Okay.
to make out with yourself?
And that's my turn.
Why not?
Gerald is like, one was enough. Damn. Are we sure this one isn't him?
Give him a punch just to check. If he
Okay.
wants it, damn it.
If you hit me, I'm gonna slap Cecilia's mom.
I don't
Um,
care.
Oh, I'm getting hit. He's
For
like,
4
ah.
damage.
It's like Cecilia's mom's paying for this.
And then this guy runs up here and will slash with scimitar speed once or twice. Hitting both times and dissipating this polymorphed form because angels can shape change.
The free HP of polymorph.
Yeah, it's not even polymorph. There's no concentration on it. It's literally just change shape.
Damn.
Yeah. All right. That's Gerald's turn. We move to Aimer. Aimer. You
I
just
hate
got
you, Jerry.
copied by an angel. Ain't that flattering?
I mean, kind of. It would have been way better if I hadn't gotten punched in the gut.
You'll be fine. Put some dirt on it.
I'm just gonna walk over here and attempt to hit things.
Okay.
I want to teleport, but that one wasn't cards. It's a 25 hit.
That 25 will hit.
That will be 22 necrotic,
You deal 11 damage to the creature.
and then my offhand is 11, which I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. They grab a hold of it and knock it out of the way. Alright. Their turn.
It could have been something special, Angel.
It looks down at you and goodness, yeah, it's gonna reach down and just whack you with a mace. We're gonna see who will go. Roll 1d3. I'd say Aimer. Nope, Gerald. All right, whack and whack. Gerald is gonna get hit. Does he have any more shields? Yeah, he's got a level 2 slot we can use for a shield. Okay. So, he shields up, and the angel will heal itself as a bonus action for 23 hit points. All right, we move to Echo Rex.
All right. Echo's gonna move. 25. And she'll touch. Not much, but ooh,
A 12 will miss.
12
You
and
have
miss.
advantage.
Oh, do I?
Pack tactics.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Have not played this guy in a while. There we go. 17 hit.
So that will hit for 8. Yes.
Very good.
Nice to have you
And-
back, by the way.
Thank you. And I'm done. Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, Cecilia, what would you like to do?
Run around the corner. Really excited to just slap the shit out of Amir, but there's an angel. I was so looking forward to it. Now that I can get a good look at this woman, celestial being, female celestial being,
Definitely androgynous.
androgynous, grand.
Yes.
We fuck with it. What is?
No, that's one thing you can't do with this.
Might be able to. Not this character. Not my other character either.
I hope not the other character.
You don't want my 8-year-old to have sex with an angel? Come on.
Yeah.
No. No.
Holy symbols or representations at all? I know it's white on white. Any defining?
There are no holy symbols.
Discount angel. I've only met an angel once, but this one seems very bland.
I mean, we met 2 of them just today.
Yeah, and Rhaegar was bizarre beyond belief, and this one's just like white parchment.
Not only that, but it's showing no emotion at your intrusion or your attacks. There is no anger. There's no joy. There is nothing.
First, we're just gonna pop a bonus action healing word for Amir, which is a D4 plus 5.
Oh,
Nice.
Nine
nice.
healing.
Hell
you can take
yeah.
you can take your action attack if you want to.
Ooh.
Emmer finally got some max healing instead of just getting a 1.
Yeah.
20 hits.
Yep, when he does hit.
So
Alright,
14 necrotic.
got it.
So I had my attack this round.
And because this thing, man, I don't think I can beat this thing. I'm gonna use an action to cast a Mind Sliver. The Mind Sliver is a slash of the scythe across the air, and you just see some non-shadowed distortions that wipe across her face. So 18 hit save for
Okay.
5 psychic.
With magic resistance, it got a 16, so it will take 5 psychic damage.
Good. And then it will also have a d4 off of its next save, which will be
Alright,
whatever. 4. Great, we're rolling.
awesome.
I'll be in my turn.
Miss Rose.
So yeah, August, raises her sword and stabs forward, and as she's stabbing forward, she disappears into the shadows and reappears right behind it, and does 2 attacks.
Okay.
And these are with advantage because I'm flanking and because shadow step. So
Okay. And 24 will hit. A 16 will not.
1 damage.
1 ping only.
What? Oh, why is it not coming up? All right, I'll
Hit.
just press
Hit the
button
peak
then.
button. There you go. Alright.
11 damage.
Got it. 11 damage. As you hack away at the angel with your fancy teleport, they don't really care about you very much.
That's fine.
Alright. Gerald's turn. With advantage, Gerald is not happy that he's using so many spell slots. So he's going to slash away. 1, 2, 3. Alright, all of those will hit. He's going to deal a total of 37 damage to the angel as he cuts it 3 times. Using a scimitar of speed. We move to Amer Shastina.
Amer's gonna realize that scimitar is working a lot better than his, so he's gonna drop his and pull out his rapier
Okay.
and attempt to stab with his +1 rapier. What did I get? Woohoo. 26.
26 will hit. Dealing 27 damage.
And that's my turn. It's actually
It resists radiant damage if you're not doing radiant damage, right?
I
Insert
was actually
the
doing
mean
necrotic
here.
damage. It was
Big brain.
both.
Yeah.
My
Would you like to
lightsaber's
stab?
not working. Pointy stick.
Pointy stick.
Yep.
I also have slashy stick and throwy stick. So I mean, like,
Mm-hmm. Got stick for all occasions.
Stop it.
So, the angel will heal for no damage because of chill touch. And then he's going to choose someone to whack with a mace. Mace to the face is going to go towards Sweet August Rose. A 12 will not hit you.
Ooh, thank goodness.
What about a 20?
That is exactly my AC, so that one does.
You're going to take 19 damage.
Ouch. 36,
hey, that looked like it hurt. You okay over there?
36 minus 19. I will once I figure out how to do math.
Okay.
7. There we go. 17 health. There we go. 17. There we go.
If you do it on D&D Beyond, you can actually just put the number of damage in the line between heal and damage, and hit damage. You'll do the math for you.
Yeah,
Love
but
it.
apparently I wasn't doing that last session because it's max on my sheet, and I just didn't want to
Okay.
mess up until a long rest where I can make it even again.
Well, you can also in Roll20, in the little red circle, you can type in minus whatever number, and it'll do the math there too.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's very helpful.
So
Yep.
if you click on that red circle and do +5, it'll change it, etc.
Yep.
So you were at 17.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. So now, there you go.
Interesting.
So if you do, you click in there, do -12, you'll go down to 5. There you go.
Okay, yeah, I see. Good to
Super
know.
handy. That's how I keep track of monster health so quickly. All right. Well, you have been whacked. Echo Rex, what would you like to do?
So Echo's got some necrotic. He has that dragon tooth dirk. So I think he's gonna.
It resisted Aimer's necrotic.
Oh, did it? I thought it was vulnerable to necrotic. In that
No,
case,
it's vulnerable to pokey pokey.
yep. So we'll just do another chill touch then.
Okay.
Pokey, pokey, and you turn.
It will take 7 necrotic damage
That's why-
and
that's
be
all
unable to
I'm
heal.
about.
Yep, and I don't have any. Yeah, I don't have anything else to do, so I'm good.
Miss Credence.
Yeah. As a bonus action, we'll whirl this little blade around. Oh wow. I can't tell if that is flanking or not. Is it?
It is.
Grand. Advantage.
Mhm.
Advantage. 19. 12 force. I'll just kill
Okay.
this. And chill touch. Oh, there's no such thing as a non-lethal spell. I'm reminding myself.
Yep.
Time 7 necrotic.
Got it. Down to 3.
4. That'll be it. I just want to talk.
I should invent a non-lethal spell.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Rose.
I am going to give it a full round of attacks. 1, 2, 3.
And all 3 will hit.
Yeah, you're probably not going to get to talk to it.
Oh wow! I
Don't
did,
seem to be in a very talking mood, you know?
I did very good
Yep.
damage for once. That's
That's very good.
34. No, 35.
I've got you sitting at 39.
11 plus 14, 25 plus 10 is 35. You know what? If you want to make it do 39, I am not going to.
Oh no, you're right. I'm sorry. I saw the 14 is damage.
If it
Oh
kills
no.
it, do it.
Yep, you're at 35.
35.
Cool. It has 4 hit points.
Ah,
39.
if only I had-
Gerald walks up. And because Gerald is just a badass, is going to punch it.
What? You can't do that. That's what I do. Ah! Oh
He's-
my god!
he's
he
in the
crit.
How does he punch? Just right in the gut? Yeah.
Just thunk.
Oh my god!
And the angel is defeated.
Oh my gosh!
Do they disappear or are they just still there?
It disappears.
You see, Jerry? Jerry, you punched the angel, not me, you dick.
He flips you off. It's all right. You lived.
That was a good punch.
I'll remember that.
Thank you. All it takes is 1 punch.
Shaving Jerry's head later.
We make a lot of anime references for this being said in Shu. I think that's funny.
I mean, it's appropriate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet August
Alright.
Rose is just rubbing her side where that mace thunked right into her. But yeah, we're gonna start exploring this tunnel because I mean that had to be the final enemy, right?
So, Emer pulls his cloak up.
Why don't we just?
Yeah,
Okay.
we need to take some kind of break, don't we?
I'm not sure. I think that a generous scout ahead would be nice, though.
Yeah, who knows when Garden Soil's
You've been
assassins
shoved.
are gonna show up.
Yeah.
Oh,
We've used both the candles, so I don't think we can do anything faster.
And also, if you hear me scream, come find me. Emer says as he keeps walking off. Hey, there's a hole down here. we shove Cecilia down it?
Hey, May, you're walking a very thin line right now. I don't know if you remember the conversation that we had 3 weeks ago in real lifetime. But you should recall it.
That is
Yeah.
very disconcerting.
As you
Yes.
guys are not being sneaky coming up to this hole, you will see a light rising from the depths.
Like, is it like really? Is it coming up like really fast, or?
Is it an elevator?
It's moving at about 80 feet every 6 seconds.
Have
really
they
fast.
called us an elevator?
What's an elevator?
It sounds like a flying creature to me.
You want to seal this off? Or wait, no, we've got to go down.
I'm going to take one of the darts I have from my belt, and just kind of gently just drop it down the hole. Yeah.
80
Yay.
miles an hour going up. Just if you drop a penny off of the Empire State Building, it'll go through a person, right? That's the old myth. What about
That's
a
a myth,
dart?
yeah.
What about a
Well,
dart?
what about a shuriken? Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm
Terminal
just
velocity of a shuriken.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just it might not be like I'm just curious. Like so. Yeah,
Roll a d20. Just a
my-
d20 for a falling dart.
my vision only goes to 120 feet down there. So
Yeah. The dart missed.
But it didn't hit. It didn't like clang or make any noise or anything like that.
Not for the next little while.
Should we back up?
Now, right about now is when it would actually hit.
Echo, are
Up
you
the
pouring
ground.
fire down the? Are you gonna pour fire down the?
I thought
So
about
you
it.
have 6 seconds before this light source arrives. Is
I
there
am
anything
gonna-
you'd like to do?
I'm gonna take
Hammer's
a
gonna go in the corner here and gonna bundle himself in his cloak and hide.
couple steps.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think Echo's gonna back up, but
Cecilia's gonna stand up in the front. Apparently.
Yeah.
All right. Rising from the depths, you see another one of those angels. It flies up the shaft and just hovers in front of you. It looks at you, Cecilia, and in your mind, you're going to hear a message.
Mm-hmm.
I have to spell Cecilia.
Angels. This is the third angel I've ever met. Do I get an opportunity to respond mentally?
Of course.
Okay. Cecilia looks cold, pretty much, reflecting back the same cold expression or motionless expression. Whisper GM. I'm just gonna respond out loud. It's too long to write it out. I'm not very fast at typing.
Okay.
What are you doing? Are you gonna take us down, or am I just gonna take you away from this plane of existence?
That is the message back.
And look at the others. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah, oh, absolutely. We've
You can
come
tell that
to-
Cecilia is being communicated to, as this individual is staring directly at Cecilia exclusively.
She's big.
Yes.
I just say to the others while we're waiting, like, at least this one isn't hostile.
Cecilia gives a slight chuckle to Sweet August Rose's statement. Our purpose here is to observe. Take us down. We wish to observe what's below. Take us down.
The figure looks at the rest of you guys, and in your minds, you will hear a voice, calm and collected. What would you do below?
Do I type back what I think, or like?
If you want it to be secret, you can send it to me. Otherwise, we can go ahead and just have it communicated.
I'll just say it out loud. Sweet August
Sure.
Rose says, "Seek the truth."
Anyone have any other response?
Yeah, Echo will respond in Celestial.
Okay.
We're here to find the truth, as he said.
And yet you are led by a liar and a deceived one. You seek the truth in this one's company.
Do I hear
gotta
that, or
start
did they hear
somewhere.
that?
Everyone hears this.
All right, I'll let
Hammer
you guys,
shrugs. You gotta start somewhere.
Cecilia sucks
She's
his
looking.
teeth.
She's looking for the truth as well.
I'm looking
Ooh,
for
roll of
something.
persuasion.
Oh, roll persuasion. Let's see it.
Yeah, Echo.
Let's see what kind of. I got a +3.
Oh no!
No, you got a spell point. Come on.
No, I don't.
You don't
I'm
got
out.
no. You got no
I'm
sorcery
out.
points.
I don't have a spell
I'll
slot.
use my inspiration that I got for making my Kool-Aid Man joke a while back,
Okay.
and I'll give it to for the
There you go.
reroll.
Oh, there we go.
Hey,
Kool-Aid inspiration works. All right. The angel looks at you, Cecilia. Is it possible that you truly seek what is below? With an open mind?
as open as it's going to get right now. Take me down, Angel.
All right. The angel reaches out to hold your hand.
The shadow of the scythe sinks back into the physical wielded one, and she collapses it and stows it, and reaches out very daintily with a bend at the wrist to be taken.
Okay. The angel will hold out a hand to Gerald. The angel will hold out a hand to Amer. The angel will hold a hand out to Sweet August Rose. And you don't see where these arms are coming from. It's just everyone has their own hand to hold on to.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Wow, you have very big hands.
I serve that which is below. Are you ready?
Yes.
As will ever be.
Descend with me with open minds and open hearts. And as the angel begins to descend, you guys feel yourselves feather falling. And it's much faster than feather fall normally would go, as this is modified by the angel. You are technically flying down. And as you do descend, the area is lit from below, and you will enter a large cavern. Inside the cavern, you can see temples rising from the depths, as if they had been buried here millennia ago. There are temples to a variety of gods that you do and do not recognize, some of them stretching thousands of feet beneath you towards the cavern floor. The angel will descend towards the middle of these structures, and as it does so, it releases your hand and disappears from view. What
This
would
is
you
getting
like
weirder
to
and
do?
weirder.
All hidden behind circles of death. Yeah. Incredible.
So you said some of these temples are thousands of feet tall.
Yep.
Damn.
You descended for about 30 minutes.
Holy shit.
Short rest.
Go ahead and take your short rest during descension.
I think it's safe to assume none of us have ever seen buildings this big.
Oh, yeah.
Correct. Except for maybe one of you.
Ooh,
Can I
man.
get a history check, please?
From who?
Thank you. Echo Rex has seen buildings this size before.
Man. Oh, right. Short rest. Short rest.
Cecilia cranks her neck up, just looking straight up.
Okay.
And like kind of rubs it in the back, as it aches because she's never had to look this high before.
Mm-hmm.
In a lot of ways.
Yep.
And I think that she is ahead of everyone, but stopped. Silhouetted, I'm assuming, by the light.
Yep.
Awestruck.
Each of you have light coming from all around you.
Oh, here we go. 21.
Where do we start?
Hold on. Where's
Echo, are you
Oh,
not in awe?
there's no token. Okay. 17.
I am.
See, I don't know
if the
about.
truth.
Go ahead,
If the
Echo.
truth is here, I mean, we need to find it, and I think we may still be on a timetable.
Sure.
I mean, the pressure here is amazing, and I don't think it's the elevation. It's difficult to step on this ground. Do you not feel it?
I think you perceive it differently than I do. I do. Just, I think you perceive it differently than I do. You're more sensitive to it probably than I am.
I mean, I gotta say, I've seen a lot of fancy places in my time, but I think this really does take the cake. I mean, look at these temples. How do you even stack stone that high? Well, out of character, are they like stone, or are they made of like?
Most of them are stone, and the seams between the stones is almost imperceptible. You might be able to get a human hair to rest on that seam, but as far as actually sliding it in between the stones, there's no way. These are perfectly cut stones. These are the fanciest architectural structures you have ever seen or heard of.
I mean,
will reach into my bag and take out some paper, and I will use my painting supplies to start doing some quick sketches.
Okay.
I won't stop. I mean, behind the party, like I'll be moving with them, but she'll be
Sure.
documenting this.
You're kind of doing a little Atlantis like documenting when you get
Oh
down
yeah,
there.
absolutely. This is some pretty amazing stuff, and I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to come back here.
I mean, this sheer amount. How do you? There's so many questions. There's more questions than answers. How do you? The amount of divinity needed, the amount of raw power needed to not only create but sink these down below, or under what order
That is
were these
very.
even created?
That is a very good question. I'll look at the symbols, the symbols above the temples.
Okay.
How many of them do I recognize from?
Well, the one that you're passing right now has a depiction of a large, muscular man, bare-chested and wearing nothing but a loincloth.
That's the war god self-improvement guy.
Yes, Sapuru. And this temple, it's going to take you about an hour to cross in front of it.
Wow, it's that big. It's gonna take us an hour just to walk from one side to the other.
Yeah. You know the
Oh my
USAA
God.
building over on I-10? Yeah.
What's the source of light down here?
That's hard to tell. There is an ambient light, but it's not harsh. It's restful. Some of the stones do emanate light themselves, but not glaring enough to illuminate the area as it is. There must be something more ancient illuminating this area naturally, just in an ambient form.
Is there a possibility that we traveled between planes?
Rolling a religion check. Ooh, you don't believe you've traveled between planes.
Okay.
All right. So
This is honestly too much. That's too
Who-
much.
Focus.
you look around, and it's at this point you realize there's no one else here.
I figured as much.
The only sounds being made right now are by the five of you.
I'm even more confused than I was before we got here.
It doesn't mean that the place is empty, though.
I mean, with how big it is, it seems very unlikely that it's totally empty. Like,
Well,
It's
celestial
small.
beings. Celestial beings they don't build buildings and structures the way that we do, and they don't inhabit them the way that we do either. So we may still not be alone.
Well, that being said, as curious as I am to explore all these places, I believe we're here for one specific temple, I say as I look at Cecilia.
One specific temple.
The one to Incal.
Yes.
You're left now as you are coming up on the next temple. The next temple is completely made of jade and green stone. The sculpture appears to be in the form of a giant sea serpent. The entrance to the temple is through a giant fanged mouth. It is pitch black inside.
Do we recognize the sea serpent?
Roll a religion check. This is a DC 18. Ooh, okay. Let me go ahead and send this to you.
Shit, I passed it.
Awesome.
I will not be rolling any checks of any knowledge of any sort. I hate that about this character. Cecilia's just gonna go up to the giant fang. How tall is the fang?
The mouth to the entrance here is easily 50 feet high.
Mm-hmm.
As tall as a 4-story building, 5-story building.
Yeah.
And that's the entrance. The teeth themselves are 20 feet long.
Yeah, we don't want to go in there for sure. So
Cecilia is just going to rub her bare hand against like that jade fang as she walks
I need you to
by
make
it.
a wisdom saving throw.
Hell yeah, I love making wisdom saving throws.
All right. Cecilia falls unconscious.
Ooh, favored by the gods. Don't mind me. 1 second. 18.
18. Cecilia falls unconscious.
I collapse on the floor.
Oh God, what happened to Cecilia now?
Yeah. Cecilia fell unconscious. Cecilia, as you fall unconscious, you feel a wash of terror over you. You feel your body being torn down from high above, and you feel the cold impact of water as your body is thrown deep into the deepest parts of the ocean. You can feel seaweed wrap around your arms and legs and begin pulling you down. The expansion of your lungs is crushing as the breath is trying to be forced out as you are being drowned alive.
I'm gonna try to wake her up. I'm gonna like jog over to Cecilia and start slapping her face a little bit.
Okay.
And see if I mean, because yeah, I'm just gonna say this is the temple to the god of nightmares and evil sea things.
Okay.
So yeah,
Cecilia will wake up after the first slap.
She'll shoot up at the waist and go belly up. No, I mean belly down, like on all fours, and just like try to heave water.
You are perfectly dry. You look around you. The person who slapped you is a giant merman with a trident threatening you from going further away from the sea serpent behind you. You are being directed to go inside.
Oh, like this is okay. I'm going to try and punch that person.
Okay. Does a 21 hit you, Sweet August Rose?
Yes, it does.
Just solid clock from the left hook.
Ow!
The merman is rocked backwards. You have a moment to get away.
I scammer diagonally or like perpendicular
towards the safety of the jaws behind you, or into the dangerous street behind the merman.
Oh, is it? I was trying to run perpendicular, but
okay,
if
sideways. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to cast charm.
Yeah. What are you
doing? Okay. Cecilia, need you make a wisdom saving throw. Got to be DC 15.
Oh,
as a beautiful mermaid rises next to you and casts a spell upon you. You are now charmed by this beautiful mermaid.
Hello?
What's gotten into you?
So, Cecilia, you've been poisoned.
How do you know my name? Where are my friends?
We're your friends. This is Echo, and you've been poisoned. I'm not sure what's happening to you, but you're not acting rationally.
Rational. I will rend your temple from top to base if you do not take me to them.
You think I turn to the others. She thinks I'm her friend. Did you hear that?
Yeah,
I heard it.
Don't expect her to hold up in that side of the bargain when she wakes up from whatever this is.
I mean, I think the point is we all heard it.
All right, I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
Ah,
I don't know how to
Okay,
wake
so
her out
he's
of
still
it.
charmed by Echo.
I was charmed. Okay, I was about to say I bolt. Okay, no, yeah, I
The
can't.
person
I
who's
can't go anywhere.
talking to you is making sense. They are trying to calm you down and have a discussion.
Uh,
I don't know. I don't know what you're seeing or what you're experiencing, and I don't know how to break the spell that's on you right now.
yeah.
I'm
All
praying
right.
to Imkel.
How do you know? How do you know his? Who? Why are you here? Why are you down here? There's no one here.
Us. Look, it's me. I'm Sweet August Rose.
You're terrifying.
And Gerard and Echo
Roll another
and
wisdom saving
Amir.
throw.
Why do you gotta bring
Ah.
up my name?
All right, Cecilia, the deception fades, and you find yourself out on the street in front of this jade temple. Your friends surrounding you.
Uh, uh, uh. Echo, why do you look so hot right now? I'm so.
I did tell you we didn't want to mess with that one.
Okay, so
You all right?
Yeah, I think I've experienced death by drowning and death by fear.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, I guess that would make sense.
You
Yeah.
were a
Um,
mermaid. You were super hot, and Sweet August Rose was. Sweet August Rose was a big burly man with a trident, and
you were
Amir was a fucking turtle.
you were obviously hallucinating.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could become a turtle. I mean, Amer starts rummaging through his pack, starts grabbing random things out of it.
So
Gerald makes a comment about how slow Amer is.
maybe we shouldn't touch the temples to the really evil, dangerous gods.
So
What do you mean, gods? This is nothing I've experienced before. I
yeah,
died.
yeah, this is different. This is a city of gods, I guess. I'm not sure. Um, is there any particular layout by mythos or by pantheon?
Uh,
As we
Alignment.
walked, yeah. I mean, can we see an order to the streets or to
Ooh,
the?
from where you're standing, no. But let's roll a history check. Got to beat a 15 to have picked it up on the way down.
Too
All
awesome.
right, Echo. Maybe it's because you probably visited this damn place before. The temples are not necessarily by alignment or by genre, but by age of the gods in question. Some of them overlap, some share general areas, but the closer to the center of this place you get, the older the gods will be.
Oh, okay, that kind of makes sense. Um, where does MKL land in that timeline?
You're going to need to explore to find where MKL falls in that timeline.
Yeah, let's. Um, I'll explain to Cecilia what I believe to be the order of this city.
Oh, then
Make
she looks to the center. Whatever would lend to the center.
It could be. All right, let's start heading that way.
I mean, it has to be. It has to be. These are all. It just has to be. Echo.
So, as we're
Okay.
walking, oh, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. Just keep an open mind. It may be. I don't know.
I
I
met
just
a god
found
of.
out where
Yeah,
Gerald is. He's fine.
Good. I think I
All
just
right.
met a different god today. I think I'm keeping plenty of an open mind. I was eaten and drowned.
So
Yeah.
is that the first time you've ever experienced death?
Imkil being a god of death, I feel I've experienced it, or witnessed it. But, you know, the Josozai allow you to experience death. You are killed and brought back, and you are buried alive and brought back. It is not outside of their covens.
Oh wow.
That makes sense.
To know that your enemies experience, you have to live them yourself.
That does
Tsua
make
kind of moves past that very quickly, as if she's remembering coming down here has jogged something of her. Experiencing that death again has jogged something in her that maybe she had put away.
Well, I'm glad you touched that temple and not me. Drowning isn't fun.
Yeah, August Rose, it is not fun.
Right. Well, so well, she's going to continue drawing. Just taking quick sketches of these temples as we draw by. She's taking care to draw as many symbols as she can, because it looks like each temple has the symbol of the god above it. So she's taking care to get all of those.
Either above it or in the architecture of it. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, she's gonna keep drawing until she runs out of paper.
Cool. How many pieces of paper do you have?
I don't know. I hope I have some. Let me see.
Do you have a notebook or what do you got?
I didn't put anything like that in my inventory.
Oh, you just ran out of paper.
I have a water skin, a tinderbox, a rope, rations, and a mess kit. No, it's an adventurous pack. I don't have any paper. I have painting tools, supplies.
Okay, painting tools came with 10 pieces of parchment.
Okay.
You gotta cram.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna. Well, it's I got 20. I got the effective 20 pages. So
Yeah, run back.
She's gonna be using those, and she's using the sand to dry the ink as fast as she can.
Okay.
Because this is. I turn to the others and I say, "You guys wouldn't happen to have any more paper, would you? Especially you two." I say as I look at Echo and Cecilia, the nerds.
I have scrolls, spell scrolls. If you would, if you are in dire need, you could draw on the back of some of them if you'd like.
Yeah, I don't
the
have
next
any
temple
paper.
on the right that you are coming up on is made up, instead of stone, of entire walls of skulls and bones. Standing outside are skeletal giants posed in all sorts of horrific, distorted, and tortured poses.
Hmm.
You know how you cross the street when there's like a large gaggle of 20 English boys in London? I was in London for a while, and English boys are the scariest after a football game or soccer game. I straight away cross the street to go the opposite.
Here you do that with rats in New York too.
Oh, you don't even see me travel. You have to be nonchalant with humans. I teleport away from rats. Full shadow step.
I heard the story about Madison in New York with rats.
It's on our Instagram. It's bad.
Oh, it is? I have to find that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's certainly very deathy, but it doesn't look like Imkale to me. Looks kind of painful.
As you guys come towards the center of the temple, there is a giant throne made of giant bones, and the depiction is of a crimson being, hooved and winged with large curved horns, fanged and glaring red eyes, seated there, staring down upon the road. It's unmoving. It appears to be a statue, but my goodness, it looks realistic. It rises 80 feet in height at the knee.
Do we recognize that one?
Damn.
So with the religion check, sure.
Eric's been saving a lot of gods for this one. We love it. He's like, my pantheon about to get big.
I got a 21. Yeah.
There you go, Echo.
Oh, that's what I thought actually. That was, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
This
This one I actually have a mini for.
Ooh, let's see it.
Here we go.
Nice. Oh, wow.
That's him.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Wait, where is it?
On the webcam in Roll20.
We have a webcam?
You should be able to view webcams for me in
You never
Roll20.
look at Eric. Eric Mad is always on webcam.
Shit, I didn't know that. I usually turn it off all the time.
If
No,
turn
if
the
you want to
video
see me
on.
on webcam, I'm always on webcam for you guys.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So
I
if you
can
want to
see
view
your
others, you can
video,
see
yeah.
me, emoting and stretching and drinking soda and stuff.
And Orcus.
And Orcus, which is fun. So there's him.
Okay. Echo, how many of these do you recognize?
A couple. No one's
He's
gonna
picking up a
recognize
lot
all
of them.
Yeah, probably. But no one's gonna recognize all of them.
This has been buried away for hundreds of years, right? I mean,
Much longer than that.
I think a lot
But-
longer than that.
But let's keep looking. This place makes me uncomfortable sometimes, especially this part of the town. I'm sure makes me very uncomfortable.
I feel like I'm getting sapped just walking through here. It's like the temples are wanting me to enter them. Did you have the same experience?
No.
Interesting.
I mean,
I imagine everybody does. But
I mean-
but you have a free will to choose your own gods. That's part of it. They can impose a lot of things on you, but I don't think they can impose your worship. You at least have that. So you choose yourself. Let's keep walking, and maybe we'll find.
The sooner we get out of here, the better. I never had a good relationship with religion anyway, and can't really tell myself.
this is
The next place you come across is a ivory white structure. It is all white stone with streaks of red in it. There's something familiar about this one, Cecilia, but not near as ostentatious as what you're used to. There's no gold. There's less crimson and more of a cheerful red. You will recognize the sculpture of the god, faceless, standing open-armed over a entryway, palms outward in a gesture of peace.
Oh, this is my boy? This is my guy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know if you were talking about one of the faces.
Roll a
Sorry.
religion check, because this may not be recognizable to you in its current form. You don't recognize what god that is.
Cecilia kind of, while we're trotting around, I'm sure it's like a not a speed run, but like we're just we're kind of walking through. And at the architecture and the look of it, she breaks into kind of a jog to stand in front of the figure, and like kind of loses interest,
Right.
and moves on.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what I'm looking for, so like, I'm just doing my little sketches.
Echo's religion check, please.
Yep.
Yep, there we go. When it comes down to it, there you go. You recognize that temple to the left.
Let's just keep going. It must be in the center.
So, are you looking for the entryway for this one?
For what? For the Temple of Imkil, yeah, towards the center.
This one here. This is MKL.
Ooh.
Um. She kind of like turns back around and takes a step back.
You did recognize it, right?
Well, the stone is the ivory is familiar, and the red's the wrong color. And
The porcelain masks.
Yeah, the mask thing. Even I know that.
Let's
but it's
let's
not.
investigate. Let's investigate this one.
This isn't the same though. This is nowhere near. He holds a scythe. He's. This is not what I'm familiar with. I guess I could see it. How idiotic of me. Yeah. Yeah. I guess let's go. She kind of averts her gaze from the statue and pats towards Echo Rex, who I'm assuming is now in the lead.
Okay.
As you approach the temple, the way that the sculpture is set up, the eyes appear to follow you as you move towards it and then beneath it into the entryway, where you will find two large stone doors.
Is there anything written in the doors?
Yes.
Speak, friend, and enter. That is what is written on every door in every fantasy setting. Is that written in? Well, yeah. What language is it written in?
It's written in, as you go down, you can see it written in several languages. If you count them, there are 78 languages that this is written in.
Oh, I can probably read the Elvish one. So,
And it's set up in a way that you could actually take a rubbing of these if you wanted to. And it's intentional. You can actually see that there's certain places where someone has accidentally overstepped their paper, taking rubbings of the different words here, as if this was a traditional thing to do when making the pilgrimage to this temple.
yeah, look
Well,
at that.
How many of these welcome those who live in all things, for all things come to an end? I've never heard that before.
I mean, it's true.
And it's actually a tenet that I feel like I follow. Maybe implicitly, because what is life without death, and what is death without a life well lived? But that is not something that was taught. That was something that I just thought we all felt. But apparently not.
Maybe you should take a rubbing.
Yeah.
I get one of the last piece of paper that's blank, and I hand it to Cecilia with a piece of charcoal.
Oh. August Rose. Thank you. You have a language that you would like yours in as well? Do you want to do your own, or is this? Would you like me to do one for you?
You go first.
Okay. Thank you. That's such a kind. My heart is beating out of my chest. Okay. Let's do this. And Cecilia walks up with the piece of charcoal and finds the one in Undercommon.
Okay.
And begins to take a rubbing of it.
Awesome.
It's slow
As
and
you do
intentional.
so, yep. Slowly and intentionally, you take the rubbing of the phrase in Undercommon. As you finish, you will feel a blessing wash over you. You gain inspiration, and the door opens about 2 millimeters. Just creaks open a little bit.
Oh man.
These are like massive, giant pieces of
Yeah,
stone. Yeah.
the
Okay.
giant, massive pieces of stone reaches up 50 feet, 20 feet wide, each one of them.
Celia, you're stronger than I thought.
It's like moving an overpass.
The faith to move a mountain. One would say.
Oh, hey, look at that. Oh no, are we gonna have to take a rubbing of every single one of these to get this door open?
No, I'm wondering if we just push the door, if it won't open.
Yeah, I think
It may open anyway.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
try giving it a push.
Is it? It's like pull out now or push in.
It's push.
Okay.
It's almost like the last rubbing was just enough to shove the door in a little bit. And as you press on the door swings silently open with almost no effort. The amount of smoothness to this mechanism is amazing, considering the mass that you're moving easily.
Yeah.
It is like moving a train with a finger.
Is it pitch black inside? Like beyond
Inside,
that
you
threshold?
can see nothing at the moment. As the door opens all the way, speckles of light begin shining on the marble floor. They start spiraling outwards from the center of the room. They form interlocking spirals and whorls and different maze-like designs. Celtic knots begin to form. They crawl across the ground towards you and the corners of the room, illuminating more and more of the structure. The room that you are in is easily 200 feet deep by 200 feet wide and 100 feet tall, allowing the door to only come up halfway to the ceiling. In the middle of the room, there is a table-like structure. It's about 20 feet wide, 20 feet deep, and 20 feet tall. It appears to be a large cube. White. There are no markings on it whatsoever from where you can see, and the lit up spirals and designs across the floor do not touch it.
Cecilia turns to the rest of the party. I'm assuming I'm just in the threshold of the doorway.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing they're looking in beyond, past you.
I feel terrible for bringing you all here, and I would just like to let you know that I appreciate your patience and continued support as we have gone through.
Hey, I said I wanted to see new things, and your quest is certainly delivering. Don't apologize on my behalf. This is amazing.
It is. And I feel as though even in all of this light that I am walking to my own death. And I'm not sure why I get that sensation, but it's not comfortable. Maybe it's a part of me that will die in this building, but let's hope that it was at least a life well lived.
Well, we'll all go in together, either way.
Yeah. If you're gonna die, you're not gonna die alone.
No. You always die alone. Amer says as he starts walking into the building.
Yes, I know. There's the metaphysical. I'm talking in terms of physical. We're gonna be like 5 or 10 feet away.
Amy, if you take this away from me, I will make sure that you die alone.
Hey, I am not going to. I'm not sure what Gerald would do, so I'm going to kind of leave Gerald out of this one way or the other. We'll figure out if he participates or not next week.
Yeah.
Okay, because this is one of those moments where I kind of have to not mess with his character. But
He said him and the gods have an understanding, so maybe.
that's true. Maybe he would.
Oh no, maybe he wouldn't. That's
Right.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
One thing he probably did is he probably just, from his prior experience, from what I've seen of him, he probably took a tooth from one of those basilisks.
Oh, yes, he would have taken tooth from glasses. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
So,
go in.
as you guys walk through the threshold 4 abreast, you guys need to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw, and I know you can't make it because the DC is 40.
I'm rolling anyway.
Yeah,
Go
roll
ahead.
anyway.
Got 5.
10. I doubled him.
Yeah. Okay.
That one. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Sweet
only
August
certain
Rose is
creatures who
fine.
can successfully do this. But Sweet August Rose did pretty well. Got halfway there.
I got the 27, yeah, with Gerald's little aura, yeah.
Exactly. So you feel yourself get weaker at the moment. And you take another step, you feel yourself get weaker still. You start to lose recognition of your abilities. You guys are currently down 3 levels. You take another step, you're down 4 levels.
Whoa.
5th step, you're down to
No,
level 1.
Yeah, we're gonna stop.
You stop. Okay. As you stop on the 6th step, you look around and it's just you. It's none of your abilities. None of that matters. It's just your identity is all that's left. You still have all your equipment. You know where you got it from. You remember your stories. You remember the experiences of the past. Your knowledge is all there. But your capabilities and your strength and your dexterity are just equal to everyone else's.
So can we still see each other though? Like we're still
Yeah.
Okay.
You're just looking at each other. You know who each other are. You remember your stories together, but you sense no superiority in any aspect to anyone else in the room.
How much further down is it?
You guys have gone 6 steps in. So you
no.
guys are, let's say, 12 feet into the room that is 200 feet wide. The center cube is 75 feet away.
Cecile is gonna look at Sweet Goddess Rose, Echo Rex, and Amy. Amy, I understand if this is as far as you go. She offers her hand, palm up to Sweet August Rose, to take it in a like hand holding, like you would be walking down the street with your boyfriend or girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll take it, and I'll just be like, I've never let anything stop me before, and I'm not gonna let this stop me either.
And still holding on to Sweet August Rose's hand, she will kneel to be eye to eye with Echo, and offer it down to him, not with verticality, but like just in front of her, like truly equal.
Yep. I guess Echo take her hand.
We should build some.
Is someone going to extend a hand to Aimer?
Yeah, I will do so for Aimer.
Okay.
Aimer goes, well, I'm either gonna die here or die getting out. And he shrugs and takes Sweet August Rose's hand.
All right. And we will determine if Gerald is in here next week. So as you guys step forward towards the center of the room, you do so as a unified group. You will hear the clip-clop of shoes ahead of you. Wooden shoes on stone. You don't see where that's coming from, so you continue walking. I don't know what that was. That was scary.
I'm
as
scared.
you guys something fell, and I don't know where.
There was the wooden shoe.
It was a wooden shoe.
Clip
Coming
clop.
around the back end of that white marble cube comes a man. He looks up at you as he walks around the cube. Ah, been a while since anyone visited. I didn't think anyone still existed in the city. Or you visitors? Come on in. Come on in. Come in, sit down, and tell me your story. He walks up, keeps his hands where you can see them, and gestures to the floor that has all these intricate whorls and spirals all over them. You recognize that some of the designs mimic the designs on his robes. Not exactly, slightly different. And as you guys see, he sits down and sits on his heels. So he kneels before you guys and sits back onto his heels. What do you guys want to do?
Sweet August Rose will nudge Cecilia forward.
A quick 1-2 step as she gets a little shove. I guess that we are on pilgrimage.
Oh, that's a thing I haven't heard in way too long. Welcome, pilgrims.
Thank you.
I haven't said that in... I can't remember how long. I lost track.
What? I have so many questions.
Yes.
Are you?
Ask away.
Who are you?
Oh, my name is Ushu, and I will type that out for you.
Usu. My name
Yes.
is Cecilia Evangeline Credence II. This is Echo Rex, whose true name is Amy. There's Amir in the back, as well as Sweet August Rose.
Welcome. Those are your given names. But who are you?
I guess that's what I'm here to find out. What is this place? Can you help me?
This place? Define this place. This place is Toivoa, the great world in which we live. Or do you seek to know more of the land of Shu? Or the underground? Or the great city? Or of this temple? Or of this room? Or of this floor? Or of the simple specific stone which you rest upon? Be specific.
Like I'm home again.
I guess I wish to know of the stone behind you.
He turns and smiles. You wear the symbol of MKL. Do you not know where you are?
I have been told that I am the temple, but this is unlike the MKO or representation of him that I've known in the past. Are you a follower, or...
No, I will admit that I have followed MKL before. I am now, what we could say, a caretaker of this place. And he smiles enigmatically, intentionally not defining this place. The stone behind me is the mausoleum of MKL.
mausoleum. Like, this is where all of his followers had come in the past.
Yes, to visit the burial place where the man rose to divinity.
Man. Ooh,
Yes, MKL rose to replace the old god of death upon his death as an exchange. MKL's body lies within the mausoleum.
Uh,
Wow.
Cecilia chokes, fully chokes, and is very silent. As time passes, seconds, minutes, until someone breaks that silence.
So it's possible.
Possible?
Apotheosis.
It is, in rare cases, when the divine work with man and man works with the divine towards great ends through deals and actions, faith and works of their own hands and those of others together. It can happen. Rarely does it.
Cecilia, do you want to ask him about Garden Soul?
I don't think that. I think everything has been a mistake. Stream of tears out of the right eye. Everything has been a mistake. I do not need to ask of garden soil. I do not need to ask. I'm experiencing it. Stream comes out of the left. Everything has been stripped away. Everything has been taken. I could die here. I think that would actually be my preference. Because then I don't have to go back out into the world and pretend like I did not live a lie for my entirety. This is too much for me. I'm begging for obliteration. It's
And before you sits there staring at you.
Monsieur.
Knocks
May
his
I
head to the
approach
side,
it?
listening.
May I approach it, please?
The mausoleum? Of course. He doesn't move.
She stands up
Okay.
and one step at a time approaches this. You say 20 by 20 by 20?
Yep.
Grand.
Bright white marble. You can see the veins of different minerals in the marble.
She steps up to it where it's about an inch from her face.
Mm-hmm.
It's imposing, larger than life. And I'm assuming the pressure is immense. She takes both of her hands and wipes away the tears. Wet on her hands, she touches with both hands the giant slab of marble.
Okay.
And
It is cold to the touch. And listens. You listen. And you hear nothing but your heartbeat at the moment. After you are left there for a couple seconds, I'm going to ask the rest of the party what they're doing, and then we're going to come back to you. Are you guys doing anything other than watching this
yeah. Sweet August Rose is sketching this because feels like it's going to be important to her. So, yeah, she's drawing the mausoleum. Cecilia, hesitantly touching it, and the tears, all that good stuff. This is some good shit.
Okay.
Aimer's staying silent and just frowning.
Just frowning.
That's pissed.
No. Echo, you doing anything?
And no, Echo's just watching. He's really worried that Cecilia's going to go too far, but that's going to have to be her choice. So he's
Okay.
he's not going to get in the middle of it.
Without hearing the individual walk up behind you, Cecilia, you will hear the voice a couple of inches behind your ear whisper, "He is not here. This is where his body lay, and this is where his body is. That which you followed still exists, even though that which your mother guided you to was a deception. Your faith is real."
Cecilia takes it in. She does not physically or verbally respond. She just lets the cool sensation of the marble wash over her palms as she sets the crown, or I guess the peak of her forehead towards the stone. And after a second or two, she opens her eyes, seeing white, the ambient light from the floor, pushing up to create shadows as she sees the spectrum of light and dark in front of her.
You look down, and the design at your feet is of a woman, hands pressed against a white marble square, staring back up at you. The little designs of light are impossibly thin, like fiber optics. Just thin lines of light mirroring your face at this exact moment.
I let a tear fall upon the light, finally, with finality.
Okay.
For all things come to an end. She takes her head off and removes her hands, and looks back and turns to Usiu.
He stands there looking at you with kind, thoughtful eyes. Life is worth living for the stories that we grant those who come after us.
Lucio, thank you for your patience. I believe that I will leave here changed. And I can only thank you shallowly for your guidance in this moment.
He cracks a smile. Cecilia Evangeline Credence II. I am but a man who has answered questions. That is all. If you have found comfort in my words, I am thankful, for I am old beyond reckoning, and making someone comfortable is a pleasure and a gift.
And as someone that has never questioned, I appreciate how you have opened my mind.
Would that your mother had opened her mind as you have. He turns and slowly begins walking back to where Echo and Amer are.
Go ahead. Cecilia will post up and watch him walk and think
Okay.
about what in this emotion of like the like spiritual revelation, right?
Sure.
All of this, like the overwhelming atmosphere, the absolute like just sucking of power, like all of the identity.
Mm-hmm.
She sits in it for a second and thinks about her mother, thinks about her father, who had been kind to her entire life,
Yep.
thinks about her aunt, who trained her, thinks about Telonia Gray, who she had only looked up to in absolution, in fear of disappointment. And she lets things fall off of her in waves, just one at a time. And it's going to take a little bit of time, so you guys do whatever you're going to do.
I've seen that look before. No, she's looking deep within herself. I think this is going to take some time. I say to the others.
She has a lot to consider.
Yeah, it's not easy finding out the truth.
Ushu walks up to you guys. No, it's not easy, but we all must find our own paths. I find it encouraging that one such as her has, and he lowers his voice to a whisper, true friends like you. Not all companions would have braved the temple in deference for an ally which they heckle and mock. Thank you.
Amer just looks at Uzu like he's still frowning, but he is like make eye contact at the heckled and mocked part.
Yep. He's glaring at you and he's reading your soul. You can't fool him. He knows that you like Cecilia as a friend and companion, and that you would probably give your life for her. And he knows that, but he's not going to mention it to her at all. Your secret is safe with him as he winks at you.
He is not ready to confront that truth.
Amer's confronting a lot of things right now, and Amer just continues just to stare straight at him, frowning. There's no other facial expressions. He's pretty much just deadpan except for a frown.
Aw. True friends.
He's been frowning since for a while.
He comes up to you, Amer. Are you seated or are you standing?
He is seated. He's kind of on his butt with like one knee up against his chest.
Okay. He comes over to you, and he's not a tall guy. He's only 5'6". He comes up to you, looks down at you, and you don't favor any of these places, do you?
No, I really can't say I do.
None of them.
Why would I?
I find that exotic and curious, that one who has seen as much of the world as you has not found some greater thing to rely upon.
When your life is only lived relying on yourself, why would you?
He nods.
Yeah, Sweet August Rose is nodding too.
He nods, looking at Amer. there might be hope for you yet. And he knocks you on the forehead with one of his knuckles just so it slightly hurts. Just don't forget where you came from.
Oh, trust me, Cecilia never lets me. He says, with his frown dropping with a slight chuckle.
He grins just slightly. And you, daughter of flowers,
Hmm?
be cautious, for I know where you come from. And they do not take kindly to those which you associate. Be cautious, be cunning, and be wise.
I always am.
Lastly, dragon. That you would come to this place devoid of sky. You are welcome should you wish to return. It is nice to see you once again.
Well, thank you. Is the King of Dragons represented here in the city?
He has chosen to destroy his temple and abide in the sky above. The rubble still exists, but it is unrecognizable, and there is nothing there save scraps of burnt and charred stone.
Ah. Hmm, thank you.
He does not wish to be worshipped anymore.
Okay, I'd have to find my answers somewhere else.
Perhaps. There are many answers in this city that you would not expect.
I mean, in my admittedly limited experience, I think most answers can only be found by looking within yourself. But then again,
He's Miles.
I'm not a reincarnation of a dragon. She says, looking at the little kobold.
Ushu smiles at this, and not all of the universe is contained within. We are part of a greater part. Much of what we wish to discover is within us and without us. Without us, it cannot exist, but we must discover it so that it may join that which is within.
Hmm.
How, when we decide to leave the city, how will we leave the city?
He looks at you confused. You came to the plaza of the gods and you wish to leave? No one stops you.
Amer chuckles. He's like, they sure try to stop us from getting here.
Who tried to stop you? Was it the Josozai of Garden Soil?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
They have made numerous visits to my plaza, and they wish to keep this place a secret, even from their own. I reside here as guardian and caretaker of the temples.
Like, all of them? Not just MKL?
I do not serve MKL.
Oh, interesting. Let me write down these notes.
Cecilia has been full silence, staring at the stone.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't turn around, but her voice cracks immediately, like as if she has been like having her mouth closed very tightly for a long time. My mother came down here. You mentioned her.
He did. Long ago. She was younger than you.
How long ago?
I have lost track. But many years. She came with 3 others. All women.
Do you remember my aunt, Serenity Credence? Do you remember her?
The name is not familiar. I only know that Cecilia Evangeline Credence, a young lady of the Josozai, came down from above on a mission of death to slay me and purge the truth of the temples beneath. She was returned to the surface, where she has not dared descend again.
You're wrong. My mother has not fought anything in her entire life. She has never been a warrior. She was made fun of for being weak. She was made fun of for not being able to never has never never and Cecilia's voice echoes through this chamber and lets that very much so hang with punctuation.
The gentleman before you doesn't argue. He just stares at you.
Cecilia turns back to the rock and sits in front of it. And it falls quiet again. Yep.
Ushu,
Yes.
like we said, the Jososai were keeping us from getting in here, and they are aware that their defenses were breached. They may be coming in after us. Are we safe here, or should we leave?
For the first time, he breaks the biggest smile you've ever seen anyone ever have. Boy, you are not safe here. This is not a safe space. The fact you have come here through trials and tribulations should be enough evidence that this is not a safe place. As far as safe from the Josozai, they will come, they will be returned to the surface, and this place will continue to exist. They have not yet grown powerful enough to defy the wills of the true gods.
Fascinating.
Surely they could
Yes.
never. Yeah, surely they could never obtain that much power, could they?
If they were to destroy all the temples in the Divine Plaza and destroy all the gods and replace all the divine power into one single point, then perhaps. But even then, not all would follow in their ways and a new god would be born. No, the Josezai will never succeed.
That would be pretty impressive. I say as I look back out the door we came in, just like at the utter hugeness of this place.
So what's the true danger of the Josephi?
The deception of the faithful.
Yeah,
They
always
deceive the people who follow their teachings. They do not follow the true will or message of MKL, and they deceive followers of his in ways to manipulate them towards their own goals as led by a deceiver within their ranks.
So that raises the question, why does MKL allow them to exist?
MKL will not impose his will on another. MKL is peace. MKL is life. MKL is the preservation of stories and the preservation of existence even after death. MKL is death, but only in so much as it is a celebration of life. If garden soil and the people within choose to deceive their followers, they do so of their own will, and it is up to the followers themselves to see through that deception, or for those within who have become enlightened to the truth to defy the church and bring to light the truth.
Cecilia, stand up. Turns around, yet again silhouetted by this massive marble sarcophagus, and looks at Lucia.
Okay.
Who?
Who?
Who is deceiving in the church?
He looks over his shoulder at you. Child, you have been deceived. You have deceived several on your own. Find those who deceive you and those who deceive them. Find the root of evil and pluck it out. This is not the will of MKL, but the will of the gods as a whole. Heresy cannot be abode by any of the gods.
The root. Interesting. Seems as though I don't have to quite give up being a Josozai, as Josozai is meant to be, in the language forgotten, a weed killer. That is what we translate to. And if there's a root that needs to be taken out in the church, the source of its nutrients, the soil sayer, and that is my task.
Beware lest the root go beneath the soil into that foul thing beneath.
Oh.
And whoever's behind Devotion herself, Talonia Gray.
He won't nod or respond to that.
He doesn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Seer.
Of course, child. Now, was there another temple you wished to visit?
Cecilia will look at everyone else.
as I sense your curiosity has already been touched by another.
Who is he talking to? Like,
To Cecilia.
okay.
Oh yes, literally, I died. I drowned. Yes, I didn't know that touching the temple was bad.
Be cautious in the plaza, for the temples hold great power, and divine intervention is easily given to from gods who are lonely.
Huh, gods can get lonely too, huh?
Hey man, there might be
He
one there for
smiles
you.
again. Gods can indeed become lonely, and it is only when a god is no longer worshipped do they lose true power.
Can you? And sorry if this is extending beyond yourself, or beyond my friends. As she looks at everyone individually. Can you take me to Usil's temple?
Yes. He
It is not
stands up.
It is not out of curiosity as much as obligation. But while we're here, I think Sweet August Rose would like to sketch as much as she possibly can.
I'm running out of paper.
Cecilia dispels one of her casts, or well, no, she'll wait until she's out of the plaza because I have no power right now. But she will
Okay.
be providing you more
Oh.
paper. I will dispel a spell scroll so you can continue to draw.
Yeah.
Making it fun.
Ushu looks at you. The search of knowledge. And he looks around the room. The search of knowledge is worth it. And he'll walk over to the wall where he slides a piece of stone to the side and he pulls out a book. And the book is ornately carved on the outside. Leather working is just fabulous. And he opens it up and it's blank. He hands you a painter's pot, a fancy brush, and a blotter.
Oh.
Those who do the face masks of MKL are known as thread painters. They must practice within the temple. Perhaps these skills, while lost to the followers who once filled this place, maybe one of their practice books could be used for your purposes.
Oh, thank you. I mean, this painting set actually came from the temple just an hour east of here in Asataro. There was a priest there who let me use his supplies.
Kind of him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here,
So
take this sable brush and enjoy a coloring book.
Thank you. I will take them, and I'll just give a nod of appreciation.
All right, you now have 100 pages of
Yay!
coloring book.
Put in your
Yay!
inventory the Quazilla check.
No, you do not get the Quazilla check. I got asked about that the other day.
Oh, did
no
you really?
Quazilla check. Yes.
It had to be by a Monday Night Player, right?
It was. Damon asked.
There's only one Quazilla check, and it's taken. So
It is. And he's not giving it up anytime soon, I asked.
no, I
Yeah.
wouldn't think so.
If we're exiting the temple,
Yeah. He's going to walk you guys out the front of the temple. As you guys cross the threshold back into the street, you recover all your levels. You get a long rest. You all gain inspiration from your divine interaction in a temple of MKL. You are fully healthy, all your abilities back, long rested, good to go.
If Usio is going to be closing the door, I'm going to try and hold it.
He doesn't
first-
close the door, but
Okay.
he gestures to you to close the door.
Oh yeah. um. Okay. She flips her hand inverted and begins pulling the door closed,
Okay.
and keeps her eye on the center. And the only thing that will block her vision is when the door fully seals, and she holds her vision there for a second.
Like the light in a fridge, you're not sure if the light went out or if the door blocked the view, but there is this moment of doubt of whether the lights went out before the door closed or the door closed before the lights went out.
She'll give one more glance over to the welcome those who live, for all things come to an end. Languages,
Mhm.
very, very up and down the end. And she will pad on to the rest of the group in the center.
Roll a perception check.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Moving on.
Yep.
So I'm looking at Cecilia. How does she look right now? Like, like the fate. Like, is she like what? Yeah. How's she feeling? Like,
Oh, visually,
yeah, visually.
Eyes are puffy, and also sunken. She looks like she hasn't eaten in a couple of days. All of a sudden, pale, with rose touch on her cheeks, like rosacea,
Hmm.
and then a red mark on her forehead from where you could tell that she very much so almost wished that she could phase through the stone. That is how hard she was pushing on the big mausoleum. And she's just kind of along for the ride at this point in time.
So you said there was another temple you wanted to go to, Usil?
Oh yeah, purely out of obligation. Um, Justice, Usil's adjudicator, asked for me to witness his temple. You were there. And so I figured, what is my word except all I have left? So I figured we might as well.
You probably should have asked Ushu where the temple is.
Oh, he's right there. He's taking us
oh,
to him.
oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay.
He's
yeah.
already like 30 feet away walking.
Oh.
He's very quiet.
Out of character. Wait, did Sokotai? I'm sorry, not Sokotai.
Yep, you got it right.
Or Sokotai? Did she ask us to look at the Temple of Usul? I don't remember that. Did she? I don't remember.
From my memory, she was like, go to this reliquary, figure your shit out. Also, go to the Temple of Usil, and if you got anything to bring me back, I would appreciate it. And I was like, So I'm kind of curious. I don't know if we're gonna take anything out of this place. I'm not gonna take anything out of this place, and I might kill you if you try to.
Well, I'm taking this book
Like,
you
I don't-
gave me.
Well, yeah. Well, he gave you. It's his house. He can, unless Usio like gives us something, I'm not gonna take it. But I figured I might as well at least go witness the temple for
Yeah,
this
common
divine
sense
Dutch woman.
probably says not to take anything.
Yeah, common sense says to not fucking touch anything anymore.
Yeah, I guess I just Sweet August Rose just nods and just she kind of leans in and whispers, later once you've given this some thought, if you need to talk, I'm pretty good at listening.
I am touched by you, and thank you for the experience. But I am also aware of your ability.
Hmm?
And that's all I can tell you. and Cecilia is going to give you a shoulder squeeze just on one side as she's passing by you. Where's Amir?
Amir's pretty much bringing up the rear. He's just staying very silent and very flat-faced.
Where's Cecilia's true friend? I'm never gonna let that go.
Hey, when somebody in D&D, in improv, when somebody says something exists, you make it true. So I'm gonna go find my true friend real quick. Hey man, you alright?
Kind of, you notice his head kind of shakes for a minute, like he's just kind of coming back to reality. Well, as I'm right as I'm going to be, you should be asking you that, probably.
Well, I find myself automatically concerned with you every single time. So.
Well, I didn't say anything this time, promise.
I'm not worried about you fucking anything up, Amir. I'm just concerned for you.
I kind of paused for a moment. I was like, why are you concerned about me of all people?
She gives you a very slight smile and looks straight at you. If I can have an open mind when surrounded by 100 feet tall temples, given 1,000 feet temples. So Darkus Rose peeks around the corner, it's like 1,000. I'm like, yeah. Maybe we should just talk later. I'm not here to push anything on you.
Just give me a little bit. There's a lot. You see him like his face looks very weirdly serious for how you know him.
She's gonna take the bottom of your scarf, the red scarf. She's gonna walk in like a foot away, and take her right hand to the bottom of your very long scarf that I'm assuming goes down to like your ankles.
Yeah, it does.
And she's going to, hand by hand, like hand over hand, like walk it up all the way, not to your throat, but just to like where a tie would sit on your chest. And she's just gonna give you a slight tug down. Put her hands in such an awkwardly affectionate way. Put her hands on your shoulders and like kind of brush you off, and then hold you firm and look at you in the eyes. Let's catch up. Okay.
God. Amir is really shocked. He's like, okay. Like you've never seen him be so uncertain ever. Even the time after the old lady at the merchant place, he looks way worse off and shocked than he did then.
She'll give you a little squeeze on each shoulder, like on the side, and let go of you. Turn heel, and not look back as she walks past August Rose, giving her a nudge to catch up with Usiu and Echo Rex, who I'm assuming is just right along with Usiu.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you are walking along, you're gonna pass a whole bunch of temples. He will nod at each one of them and say, I have a lot of work to do at all of these. They require so much upkeep. Fortunately, nothing except me and you is down here, so it's not much more than dusting anymore, and even then, the dusting isn't all that much. Just general care that is required. But you guys are going to pass the temples of Lingal, you're going to pass the Temple of Hana, the Temple of Fufflans, you're going to pass the temples of Imesh and Enton. You go through and it's a whole bunch of different gods down here. You're going to pass Almarad. You're going to find a temple to Zayu, Arat, Eziok, just all sorts of different temples. And then you get up, and as you're approaching the center of town, you find one for a fanged god called Mosaba. You will find a the four fates, and then you're going to find the Temple of Anwa, the moon god, followed by Usil. And then there's only a couple more temples beyond that. But as he walks you up to the Temple of Usil, it is this bright place that looks kind of familiar to what you guys saw in Esotoro, except for far grander. The sun is a persistent theme. It is lots of golds and coppers and sunrise colors and sunset colors. It's a beautiful place. Lots of rainbows everywhere. He walks you guys up, and into the temple, there's a large carpet in here. It's plush, and it's the softest thing you guys have felt under your feet in probably a really long time, including the grass that outside of Esotoro. This is super, super soft carpet. As you guys walk in, the carpet muffles your steps, and you can see from above a skylight, and you can see the sun in the sky on a cloudless day. You are in full sunlight inside the temple.
Sweet August Rose is not going to enter this temple.
No?
No.
Okay.
Because
So
I
you
believe
staying outside?
I believe Ushu said it's the god of justice, and there's also all the sunlight and all that. And yeah, she's gonna stay outside for this one.
She stays outside? Okay. Ushu looks at her and smiles. I understand. Not all flowers do well in the sunlight.
I just don't think I'd be very welcome.
He nods. It takes a special someone to be welcome everywhere. Will
Like
you come
you?
with me, Cecilia?
Oh, of course. I'm in your care.
All right. Echo? Aimer?
Aimer
Yeah.
nods and follows and goes, I can't imagine the god of justice would be very happy to see me, but I made it this far.
He looks at you. For all of your boisterousness, I do not find you to be an unjust person.
Aimer smiles slightly and goes, that's only because you haven't offered to pay me for something.
He smiles. I would not offer to pay that which I do not have. I have no coins. They were all taken by the women of Garden Soil.
Okay.
There are
Okay,
no
so-
coins in all of the Plaza of the Gods.
Oh.
Aimer looks at him for a moment and shrugs and goes, not all payment is made in coin.
He nods. True.
You're really
Come with
rubbing
me.
this one out, this year.
He looks at you. What do you mean?
Never mind. Just take aim at wherever you're going. I'm gonna try and hold Echo's hand and walk
Sure.
him toward the sunbeam.
Sure.
Okay.
You guys head into the light, and Ushu stretches long and big in the sunlight. Been a long time since I made it over here. It's nice. What's it like out there?
Honestly, shit.
Well, that's
Okay.
disappointing. He shrugs. It will get better. Always does.
Or you die.
He shrugs. That sadly is not an option.
Well, not for you, but in general.
He nods.
Echo, how do you feel here?
I'm the same as the same as out there. I'm curious more than anything.
The heat that you feel here is not anything that's kin to you.
It's warm. It's refreshing. It's a different kind of heat.
Yeah, where I feel like where you play with fire, this is more along the lines of radiance.
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Thought that
Is there
maybe
something
this would
you
be a place for
sought
you.
from the temple?
Oh, you speak to me.
Yes, you wished to come here. I do not find you interested in the temple itself.
Oh, it was merely well, obligation.
Obligation to visit the Plaza of the Gods.
Well,
Who
not the plaza.
compelled you to do so?
Not the plaza. Sakatoya. What's her name? Sakatoya? Sakatora?
Sokotai.
Yeah, Sokotai.
Sorry. What was I saying?
Sokotoya.
I'm
yeah.
overwhelmed right now. I'm thinking about a lot of shit. Sokotai, the adjudicator of Usil herself. You met her
Oh,
before.
I have heard the name.
She challenged my faith as I was going to rip her temple from brick by brick in Asatoro.
Have you
Because of
changed your mind against destroying a temple?
she gives like a very weak look to him because she looks very sapped of her strength. Or will in a lot of ways. Of Yeah, I would assume so. I've been drowned. I've ascended in my own way, or come to one. I've had things fall from me and I've had things attached to me. I think that I'm okay not destroying a temple at this point in time, Usu.
Good. No,
Think I could
if
ever.
Sokotai has asked for a obligation to visit the Temple of Usil, then she would have asked for a proof. I know
Yeah.
what she seeks.
Oh, that's convenient. What
Yes, it is a small thing. And he goes over to the center of the temple, walks you guys through a couple doors that obviously used to be used for rituals and private sections for monks and like past a bathroom and everything. And then right up to a waterfall inside the temple where he takes a small crystalline jar, probably about 3 inches tall, 2 inches in diameter, puts it into the waterfall where the sun is shining through it in the form of a rainbow, puts a little stopper on top of it, and hands it to you. Here, a vial of Usil's light. Give this to Sokotai.
Thank you.
For her warning in the past saved many.
I will be sure to hand it off to her.
He nods. Now, unless we're going to give worship to the big guy, I suppose we should let him have his privacy.
What's at the center? May you see it?
He looks at you. The center of the plaza.
Yeah.
Of course. And he will take you guys out of the Temple of Usul. You guys will rejoin Sweet August Rose out in the street, which is all cobblestone. And he looks at you all. You wish to see the center. Very well. You guys will go to the next temple, which is a enormous structure, but it appears to be covered in thorns and vines. There's depictions of lightning and cracked stone. It's a mess, really. It looks like just it's being reclaimed by the ground almost. As you guys move past it, you can feel an earthquake just that is persistent around that structure. The structure itself is being pulled under little by little, even as you watch. You'll watch a couple stones get crushed and turned into dust, and plants rise in their wake.
And this is the one at the center of the city?
Nope, not quite.
Oh, just close. Okay.
Close. That's the next temple. He smiles. She is becoming more and more active all the time.
She.
Seshia, the mother of nature.
Oof, my notes are getting so much bigger.
Seshia, there's how you spell Seshia.
And what do you call her? Mother of nature?
Yes.
Temple or a just like force of her will?
It is still a temple. If you can find the path within. She is exotic and jealous of any who enter her temple. Been some time since I visited. She doesn't give up very easily.
You know, I like her already.
I'm gonna pass on that one.
Does she have anyone that cares for her? Above?
She is still worshipped by some, apparently.
I mean, that makes sense.
I mean, the world's a wide place. There has to be some people somewhere that worship her. Just because we never
Indeed.
heard of her.
There are ways to find lost knowledge in the world above. You may find those. But here, the last few temples. This one is to Zarud, and it is a onyx ware, just a good 1,000 feet tall, 1,000 feet deep, 1,000 feet wide, just black. You can not see a reflection in it. You can't see the reflection of anything. It's like a cube of devoid of existence right there. You can see where there is an opening in that because there is the reflection of the edge of the outline of the door. Other than that, it appears to be a cube of nothingness. I will type out Zarud for you.
Rose, does this appeal to you?
Hmm? What, nothing? No, I don't think so.
Zarud is not nothing. Zarud is the god of time.
Oh. Well, I misread that one completely.
He both exists and controls the existence of non-existence.
I thought it would be like a giant clock or something if he was the god of time.
What's a clock?
He once was a dragon and ascended to divinity, and it's said that he ate the sun that warmed his world.
Cecilia looks at Echo Rex.
Yeah, just looking at the little dragon. Hey.
It wasn't me.
Oh,
Have I heard of that one, Eric?
Yeah, you would have heard of this one. Yeah,
Gary.
yeah. He is a death dragon that rose to divinity through sheer will and acts of terror against the gods, to the point that they feared him and worshipped him because they were afraid of him killing them. And by being worshipped by other gods, that caused his own divinity.
And what was his name?
Zerud. Xurrud.
Okay.
That's how you become the god of time. It's when other gods worship you. You just get leveled up.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And when you force other gods to worship you because they're afraid you're going to kill them, yeah, it's
imagine?
nasty.
What's
And
that
then
temple over yonder?
he passes this one, and all that stands before you is a mountain of crushed stone. It's been charred, slagged. It appears that whatever destroyed this temple did a very good job and wanted it to be final. There are no two stones stacked on top of each other. The floor has been glassed through extreme heat. The metals are all just flowed into puddles that are paper thin and will not be recoverable. It is a desolation of a temple. And he looks at it, and this is both my victory and my failure. And he turns to walk away.
Just that. And this is the one that's at the center of the city.
Yep.
Of the
You look
plaza.
past it, and there's a couple others beyond, but it's obvious that they are newer than this.
Oh, so this is the oldest and last one.
Yep.
I mean, I look at Ushu, and I'm just, is that all you're gonna say about this? I mean,
He looks over his shoulder at you, and there is a single tear at the corner of his eye. The Dragon Lord has chosen not to be worshipped.
Ooh.
now I look at Ekaros.
Wait. You were a follower of the King of Dragons. Weren't you, Lucio?
No, I am the guardian of the plaza. I guard the temples. I protect them. I ensure that they are preserved.
But you were once something else before that.
I once was a man. Caretaker, janitor.
Alright, fair enough. I thought we were having an emotional moment, but be a dickhead. Alright, anyway, Echo Rex, you were a follower of the King of Dragons?
So, why did he choose not to be followed any longer?
He stated that he had become enlightened that free will must be maintained in order for existence to occur. Without free will, there is no reality.
Okay, so I know who I think the King of Dragons is, but I probably need to do a check on this. So,
Okay.
is this a religion?
Yeah.
Well, I'll re-roll that.
Okay. All right. Uh, unfortunately, I can't use the old school stuff. So the new name for that dragon is Ezzy.
Okay. And what's its characteristics?
They are a pure dragon in the fact that they do not need to have a corporeal form, but when they do, it is 100% a mirrored dragon. So, as Platinum is close, that's great and fine and all, but imagine a perfect mirrored dragon
Okay.
that's
Yep.
metal.
Okay, I follow.
And so I need to come up with a specific metal that they exist on, but I'm going with Electrum at the moment.
The currency that nobody uses.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because he collects it.
Oh, that's why there's no Electrum. That's cool.
Mm.
What a funny thing. Echo, did you know this being?
Not personally, but I do know. I do know of this dragon.
You asked him about him unprompted earlier. We all heard it.
Yes, I'm just like you. I'm looking for information, for knowledge. I'm a little bit puzzled about my own past and my own existence, and thought I might find some answers here. But I'm gonna have to find my answers somewhere else.
Shu continues walking. Click, clop, click, clop.
I've seen enough.
Yeah. What are we gonna do?
Well, admittedly, I would like to go back to the Temple of Sapporo. That one we were near when we first landed. I'm not big on worshiping gods, but this is probably a once in a lifetime chance.
You not hungry?
What was that?
Are you not hungry? It
I'm
has
always-
been 18 hours since you arrived.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I am a little hungry. Yeah, actually, no. I'm starving.
All right. Yeah, you guys would have lost track of time down here. It's very easy to do. So, you guys sit down and eat, or are you guys gonna walk and munch on snacks?
Two Dog Stars, I'd love to accompany you
Sure.
to your temple, potentially.
I doubt it. I'm not gonna worship or anything like that. Like I said, I just
Oh,
priests would come every now and then, and I have had some passing familiarity with them, and of all the gods I've heard of, Sapporo has been the one that made the most sense to me, at least parts of what he asks for. And I figured, hey, if this is some magic divine plaza where all the temples of the gods are, I should at least give it a try. Like I said, I doubt I'm ever going to come back here.
well, just because you don't think that he's your god. She's gonna shuffle around in her backpack and pull out a ration. She's seen you munch on like nuts and shit before. Like,
Oh no,
during-
yes. Oh, she absolutely. She has a ration. Like she carries around a lot of food. She pulls one out for everyone else too. If everyone else needs food.
Cecilia is going to, before you started pulling out, she was going to pull one of her own out and toss it to you, and very cheekily say, "Well, just try and keep an open mind." And she's going to curl a smile on her face as she's going
Yeah.
to try and go towards that temple.
Yeah,
Echo's kind of partial to jerky.
But I mean, also, I guess, is Ushu still with us?
Yep, he's walking with you. You want to go back to the Temple of Sapporo, he will guide you over there.
While we're
He
walking,
doesn't want you getting lost.
yeah.
As you guys approach that one temple with all the jade on it, you will intentionally cross the road closer to the Temple of Orcus, away from that one.
Choosing Orcus over that one, huh?
Yeah, that says a lot. Of all the ones you had to touch, Cecilia, it was that one.
I'll say, to be fair, Amor doesn't have any real recollection between them. He just knows that the Orcus one looks pretty intimidating comparatively.
It's so smooth. You have to touch it.
Ushu looks at you. This is a joke of the Josozai.
No, it's the joke of somebody that has recently re-experienced what it's like.
Ah,
Yes, I did touch
yes.
it. It was bad.
Yeah,
I would not touch it again.
I mean, there is no such thing as good or bad, but that one is definitely not friendly.
If there were such a thing of good and bad, it would be bad. Absolutely.
Oh man.
So, where's your temple at?
Oh, I think it was the one we landed over. I think it's just past these two, if I remember right. I'll turn to Ushu and I'll ask, by the way, is that hole we came down the only way down here?
He smiles. No,
Okay. Well, that
but it is the most common.
that's good. Maybe I'll find my way back here someday. I'd like to come back.
You would be welcome. I'm sure several of the gods would enjoy visiting with you.
I'm about to try and visit with one. Let's see what he says.
Okay?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we approached the Temple of Sapporo.
Alright.
We landed.
Yeah.
And-
So you guys walk up to the Temple of Sapporo. Awesome. It's very much sports bar almost. There's all sorts of games that are set up, lawn games. There's bocce. There's a lawn dart section. You see a section with javelins. There's a weightlifting area. You see fighting pits. You see all sorts of shot puts and discuses and other things that would form feats of strength that you would just normally have entire congregations doing and worshippers practicing and monks doing. Large metal bars for bending, etc. Just all over the place for demonstrations. It's all been unbothered for eons. As you guys walk in, it's pretty barren other than the fact that it's a sand floor. It has been recently raked, and as you guys walk in through the sand, it is powder, like talcum powder consistency. It sticks to your shoes, and when you return to the street, you will be leaving footprints. Ushu-
Why'd you have to come here?
Ushu
I'm not getting the
smiles.
sand out of my
at you.
boots.
Ushu smiles at Amer. Sometimes the blessings of the gods come in strange ways. But yes, welcome to Sappuru's temple, August Rose.
Amor goes to Ushu and goes, "Yeah, every day I'm alive, I'm reminded of that."
I mean, he has to clean it up later anyway, so it's no offense, but that's your job.
It is.
All this the competition and the battles and the warriors and all that never really appealed to me. But I remember once I met a priest of Sapporo, and he talked about how Sapporo was about perfection of the self, and ultimately that is what I seek.
Really? Is that truly what you seek? Sweet August Rose. And as you look at him, there's a different look in Ushu's eyes. There's a glow in his eyes that have replaced his eyeballs. They are currently ember-like coals in his head. They glow with a fierce energy. You
Yes.
find that you've accidentally stepped into a circle on the ground defined by a thick 4-inch diameter rope. This circle is 10 feet in diameter, and you and Ushu are alone in the circle while the rest of your party is outside the circle.
No. Am I about to sumo wrestle an old man?
He smiles at you. How well is your perfection?
I've just taken the first steps.
Show me.
Hmm.
And as he says that, it's a different voice coming out of this guy's throat. It's deeper, it's more resonant, and you get the distinct impression you're not talking to Ushu anymore.
Oh no. She will take a deep breath and she will begin a kata.
Okay.
Because it's self-perfection isn't just about beating people up. She is going to perform the most difficult kata she knows.
Okay.
So she begins to do a long, very long, just series of movements, punches, acrobatic moves. She speeds up, and then sometimes she just slows down dramatically to the point where she's just inching along, just showing self-control of her movements and her body.
Awesome. Let's get you to do a performance check.
Oh no! It's a good thing I have inspiration.
Amber leans over to Cecilia and goes, I got $5 gold on the old guy.
Let's see if we can get.
Suzu just elbows you like to shut up. Shut up.
I'm gonna use my inspiration. Okay, get rid of that inspiration. Let's try that again. Come on, 20.
Dice want to tell a story.
I just want to tell a story.
So as you begin your kata, Ushu is mirroring your kata, and every motion that you've been trained in, he matches with the exact opposite. And it's almost like a dance between the two of you. He's not trying to punch you. It is the opposing kata to what you are doing.
So yeah, I imagine we're when the kata speeds up, we throw punches or we throw a kick, and it just stops, like
Yeah.
an inch away from the head and things like that.
And it gets guided away into this other position. Yeah.
And
It's never going to hit.
Mm-hmm. And she just says, perfection of spirit can only be obtained through perfection of body and perfection of mind, and that is all I want in this existence.
And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
Because you lost focus.
Oh no.
Gotta be to 19. Oh, wow.
There
As
it
you
is.
lost focus for a moment, you do manage to duck as a kick goes sailing right past your head. It breaks your concentration and it breaks your kata, but you're able to dodge out of the way. And Ushu looks at you and bows at the waist. Perfection is not in rote form. Practice does not make perfect. Perfection is only in reaction to one's situation. Be blessed. And he reaches out and he's going to touch you on the shoulder. You're going to look into his eyes and you will regain advantage as you gain a divine blessing for today. As Sappuru has blessed you due to you successfully dodging a Sappuru kick.
Yay! Ah, I dodged an attack from a god. Can you guys say that?
So, Ushu will exit the circle with you, not kicking your ass. But he coulda.
Yeah, he probably coulda.
Yeah, the damage was 8d10.
Nice.
So, yeah. He walks out and his eyes return to his normal self. His voice returns to normal and he smiles. Sometimes these gods can get a little pushy. Well
Sorry.
done. He's happy about that. He hasn't gotten to fight anyone in a long time. Not here, anyway.
Well, I've never considered that, of perfection being something that can only be reactionary. I will think about it.
Think of it like this. He once told me this. Water is strong. Water takes the form of a cup. It is the cup. It simply fills that space as a reaction. Now, water can be soft, it can be swift, and it can crash, and it can be strong. It can be hard, and it can be vicious. Be like water, Cecilia.
Sweet August Rose.
Sweet Archers. Sorry.
Oh, it was so
Damn,
good. It was
almost.
so good.
I almost made it the whole episode.
Yeah. No, totally. That was good.
Be like water, Sweet August Rose.
I will meditate upon this.
Do so. Now, how are you getting home?
That's a very good question.
Probably through a field of blood.
He looks at you. I meant out of here.
Yeah, no, my answer stands. Amer's kind of size.
The field of blood is back that way, and he points back towards the center of town.
Oh, no. Talking about the people who are probably waiting for us at the exit to this temple. Yeah, that field of blood to get back to Asatoro.
And we'll
I
meet them equally.
I haven't thought about how we're getting out of here yet, but I'm guessing maybe that angelic elevator might still exist. One thing at a time.
You did say there were other entrances. Are there other exits?
There are many exits.
Is there a safe one we can take to avoid the Jozosai?
He reaches out and pats you on the back. Sweet August Rose, this place is not safe.
Let me rephrase that. Is there a way out that we can survive that will take us past the Jozosai?
I'm sure. He nods and thinks, and that's where we're going to end for tonight. Is I'm going to let you guys try to figure out a way out of here.
No.
Well, the
Yeah.
angel elevator doesn't work?
The angel elevator, the Deva elevator will not let you out. You're not going out that way. they don't take people up.
What? What a stupid rule.
Yeah.
Did we kill the up angel?
No. But that's where we're going to end for tonight. Because I like giving you guys the opportunity to think through what's down here and potentially come up with inventive use of game mechanics. And B, I want to give Gerald a second to be down here too.